Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my quiet corner. Today I thought I'd do a little bit of stitching. So I got out a piece of felt, a pattern I thought would look really cute, and a book that I thought I would also reference. And hold on one second. Thought I was going to sneeze. Didn't want to do that live. Anyway, so I just got out a piece of felt, a pattern that I wanted to use that I printed out in 2013, actually. And I thought it would look kind of nice. I like the saying, but I don't know if I want to do the rabbit. Even though it is an old-fashioned rabbit, I thought I would do something out of Tilly Rose's book. So that's what I thought I had in mind for today. So I wasn't sure exactly. I thought about the mushrooms. I thought about flowers. I also thought about the bird. We'll see. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you. So first I want to do is I want it to be this size, but I'm also thinking it would be nice to have it as a pocket. So if I take this and I have it up in here, I could fold this bottom half under and create a little pocket on the back. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So what's nice is I can actually see my lettering and everything through my lighting, through my felt. And I'm just going to take a marker and I'm going to go through. Now you could do this with whatever you like. You can, if you don't want to stitch, you're more than welcome to use markers. Hi, Gail. You can put this on paper. If you prefer to do it on paper, that would be great. You could, pick and choose what you like. But I am going to take and copy my words, and I'm using a permanent pen. And I thought that would be really, really nice to follow along, and you can actually see it. So it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm trying to see without getting my head in the way. It's kind of hard sometimes. I know I do that every now and again. I think I'll put that into a little French knot. But this, and you can use any stitches that you like. And I'm kind of following the design because I liked the type that they used. And I'm leaving this side empty so I can decide if I want to do the rabbit or the other items. I'm considering mushrooms, but we'll see. We'll see till I get done. So how's everybody doing today? I hope you're all having a good day. I woke up and it's like I'm a little stuffy and sniffy, and it's like, do I or don't I? And it's like, yeah, they're used to that. They know the allergy thing happens. Oops, made a mess there, but that's all right. It doesn't matter. Have to get to the post office today. Get my stuff mailed out because it's only 9 o'clock here. I haven't stitched in a while, and I thought, well, I know I have a lot of stitching friends, and they like to see some stitching. So I know I'd done a lot of journaling stuff, and you have to really be in the mood to sit down and stitch. And then when I saw this, I thought, oh, that makes perfect because, Valentine's Day's coming up and Easter's coming up. So it would be a great combination of both. And I thought this would be perfect. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just tracing through. If you have something that you prefer, like I said, if you're going to do it on paper, this would be nice on paper as well. You can just color it in, but I said I did print this off. I can't remember where. I do have the URL at the bottom of the page, so I'll have to check and see. Yes, I did. Good morning, Yolande. It's nice to see you. I did. That makes it really rough for doing a lot of stuff. But yes, this is a great easy pattern. It's just a quote that you can use and then pick your own design of what you want. But I liked it because it was very rustic-y looking. I did read it, but I can't remember what happened. Can't remember what happened. All right, let's see if I got it all. Oh, they used X's for that eyes, but that's all right. And the bunny's over there. Yeah, this is from 2013, October 2013. So it's been a while. So there's my transfer of my lettering and trying to decide what I want to put on there. So we'll concentrate on the lettering first. And I picked a beige background because that way I can use whatever I want. You can use wool, you can use silk, you can use whatever. If I do the mushrooms or the bird, I will probably stitch that in the silk. So I'm going to look and see what colors I'm thinking for the wording. Anybody have any preferences? I have every color under the sun for thread. We've got purples, blues, yellows, oranges, greens. We've got the rainbow happening. Let's see. And then I had, when I was at one of the sewing stores, I had picked up some extras. Ooh, I'm wondering, this would make nice on this side. I like that color. I like that color. I like that color. It doesn't look like that color though. This looks more greenish teal. The coloring isn't setting up properly. I do have purple. Yeah. Yep. So I'm trying to think of what, because of if I'm doing the mushrooms or the bird, it will have that color in it. So let's take a peek into the book. Now, this is a book from Tilly Rose, and she has 5 books out. So I was thinking the birds or the mushrooms. And she even, in the back of this book, not all the books, but has iron-on transfers in the back, which is really, really cool. But I would just draw mine because I can. So she has all kinds of leaves and different things. And like I said, if you do this on paper, you can paint them. You can paint them. There's the birds. I'm thinking more of rustic. Thinking more rustic. So maybe the bluebells in the mushrooms. I think that would look nice. The bluebells in the mushrooms. Make something just very simple. I have all of Tilly's books because I really enjoy her style, and she does have a Facebook page there. See, that's what I was thinking of more. And she even shows you how to do them. Hey, Dan, how are you? It's nice to see you. So I was thinking of that. I think I'm going to stick with the toadstools, mushrooms, and I think I want to do a few bluebells with it. I think that's what I'm going to do, but I think I'll put these in first and then have the bluebells come out along the sides and the back. So I think that's what I will do. And I'm not going to trace them. I'm just going to take the concept of the mushroom and put it, let's just put a marker in there so I don't lose my page. So now I know what I'm going to do is the red, the rust, and the brown over there. So now we can pick and choose what we want for the lettering. So if I'm going to have this color for the mushrooms, we need to have, and we'll have blue, the bluebells. My colors do not look anything like that, to be honest with you. Hey, Marty, how are you? It's nice to see everybody this morning. Let's see what's happening with my colors. Let me try. Ooh, that's a white balance. That really changes things a lot, but we're closer to the coloring. But anyway, it's close enough, I think. So we can work on that. How's Marty and Dan this morning? All right, now let's grab a needle. Oh my God. Reach over. Reach over. And this is my mess because I'm still going through things and sorting and trying to figure things out. And you know how that goes. I got my frying pan full of needles. So I think I'm going to pull this one, this one. That'll do out of that pan. So if I'm doing the mushrooms over here with the rust color, maybe the blue? I'm not sure with that. What if? Hey, Belinda. Yes, I have all kinds of unique things, don't I, Devin? From my poop mug to my frying pan full of needles, and I do have magnetic bowls. They're somewhere else, but the frying pan was closer. So I'm thinking, yeah, no, I'm going to stick with this because I'm going to use this green over here with the rust. So I think I'm going to use this teal color and then maybe accent the word heart and friend in a different color. That's what I'm thinking. So, or it could be heart and friend in the rust to bring it over with the mushrooms. Yes, that's what I will do. I'll use this, and this. No purple. Throw the purple back into the bin. So I want heart and friend in this and the rest in this one. So now, because these are new, it's to find the right one to pull. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I did it. I did it. I got some sharp scissors. I just got these. I didn't know if I was going to like them or not. And I wasn't sure if I was going to keep them for material or if I was going to keep them for cutting, fussy cutting. So, yeah, first try, right? Now, what stitch? What stitch? Oh my God, what are we going to do? I'm going to pull 2 strands actually out of here and use 2 strands. So they are, oh, come on, come on, come on. Don't hold on. I like pulling them out so they don't ravel. So when you pull out each of your strands, you have less chance of it twisting and everything. So I pull them out separately. And then I put them together. Stitch It Pam came in. Hey, Pam. Hi, Heather. Nice to see everybody this morning. It's not a painting morning, it's a stitching morning. So it's what I feel like today. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah. And don't make them longer than you know, your arm. When they're too long, they want to ravel and twist and knot and everything else too. So we want this to stand out. I think I got a knot down there already and I didn't even do anything. Holy crap. All right, let's just make the knot there and we'll be fine. And just cut that off. So the stitch. What stitch? What stitch? Maybe the split stitch. just a little bit, Marty. Just a little bit, 3 feet, maybe cut back a few inches. So there it is. And when it's folded in half, I have a knot on one end, and then this end is free. And I'm working on felt, so and I put this here so you can see what I'm working off of and hopefully inspires you to create something either out of paper because this is very versatile, this little pattern. You can do it out of paper or you can stitch it. Whatever floats your boat today. Yolandi. Yeah. And I hope you can see this. Um, I'm going to be doing it's kind of like a back stitch, but it's also a split stitch. So I'm just going to take the first little stitch. And when you're working with felt, it's very, very easy. Hey, View, you're driving and listening. Oh my gosh, be careful. So today was I was up kind of early and I watched a bit of Pam and Ann and Di this morning. And then I went back to sleep. And then I woke up and said, oh my gosh, it's almost 8 o'clock already. And I thought, wow, I get to stream this morning and get this. It's poking through on the other side and it bugs me. And I better get my button gear so I can get on here and get things moving. So this is going to look really nice. I know I got a shadow there, but and I'm just taking my time going through. Like I said, I am doing a split stitch. You can do that as well if you like, or back stitch. I think I might turn this into a back split so I can just do it quicker. Go down through the top and just poke it through the front and split it, and it kind of doubles it. Now you can just do a running stitch or whatever you prefer. Welcome back, Lisa. A split stitch is when you go back down in through the middle of the previous stitch. It splits it. It just splits it. So now I'm going to come up here and cross over to the other side of the end. Which is this color's looking pretty good actually. It's not bad. Does it keep it straighter? It depends on where you put your needle. If you don't stitch it straight, no. But if you stitch it straight, you're pretty good. Let's see, this way and then back down. Just stay on your line. Stay on your line. I should zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. I thought this was a fun thing to do today because there we are. That's a little better. Your lines don't have to be perfect. Everything about art is perfectly imperfect. And that's the way I like it. Mine aren't perfect by any means. I just try to stay close to, and if it's the stitch, I just go down through it because it's right there, so it's really hard not to get it straight, but, just have some fun. Just have some fun. That's what I'm doing. I've been, reorganizing a smidge, and I'm still not done reorganizing. Like, it's a constant battle. I'm trying to sort papers, and why is it every time you sort papers, they seem to multiply? They seem to multiply. It's like, holy moly. And I don't worry about the backs of my stitching because I think it adds to part of the character. Marty. Uh, but this will take a while to stitch through. And hi, Kathy. Nice to see you. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Like I said, I have had this printed out since 2013, and I've never done it. Never done it. See, there's the date. 2013. So that's what I'm doing. It's been a long time. I've had that sitting around for that long. Hey, Violet. I know the reorganizing thing. I try. It's so hard because we have so many different things that we like to do, and everything intermixes, right? And I have my beading. My beading is hanging on a wall. All of my beads are in those plastic drawers, and I have them hanging on the wall, but they're over there. I have my thread over here. I have my little bin of fabric in the closet in the other room. My stuff is I have to pull to kind of know what I'm doing. So I would love to have everything surrounding me, but I know that's totally impossible. But as soon as I do get my room to a point, I will do a room tour and show you where all my stuff is. I did a baby room tour, nothing much, just of my bookshelves, but it's just, I don't know. It's just so hard. And then you've got your pencils, your paints, and all of that stuff. Well, my room is very close to doing a room tour because I need to get things organized up so I can let Danny into her closet that's down here so she can sort through and reorganize, and it's just one organize after another. And felt does, if it's a cheaper felt, it does crinkle when you're working, so if that bothers you, then just take little bits. How's your brother doing? Yes, I did see that, Violet. I'm hoping everything is fine. You need one of those ladders that opens up. Seriously. Yes, I understand that. So, yes, I will be doing a room tour. You'll get to see all my bits and pieces of everything that I have and don't have. And I pulled out my bobbin lace. So I will be doing, and I've been told I can do that on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So that will be interesting. So I will probably do a test and see how that goes. Next week, I want to do a test of here and on Facebook so I can have I want to do my bobbin lace on that. Thank you, Kathy. So that will be up and coming. I have a few designs that I'd like to do. It's a couple of bookmarks and stuff. So I will probably be doing something simple. So if you wanted to follow along, you can. Now I'm going over to the T. This is a slow process. I am not a fast stitcher by any means, but it is looking pretty good. It's not looking bad at all. Oh, that's good to hear, Violet. That's good to hear. So let's just work this out here, get this in. A thinner needle would have probably helped. I gotta get my organized here so I get my stitching proper. Scrunching up my felt. It'll be kind of crinkly, but that's all right. This is going to take me probably a while, but I would like to start, get this word done, and then work on the rust color, and then work on my um, mushrooms and bluebells. I'm debating if I want to do bluebells or um, bleeding hearts because my grandma likes bleeding hearts. Isn't it called slow stitch? Yeah, it's slow stitch, but more like this is more like embroidery. But yes, it is called different things are called different styles are called slow stitch. Sometimes slow stitch is just stitching and going on and on and on with the same stitch, just random. Embroidery is, I feel, more mm, structured is a word for it. It is slow. Embroidery is slow because you're doing it by hand, but at the same token, it's a different style. Now I'm coming back up. I'm just weaving up through the back so I can cross the T without having um, a a big loop in the back. Yes, it does. That's why I chose felt this time. So I'm going to cross the T, go down into the center. If anybody wants me to send them this thing, I can, or I can post it in my group, but it's not for sale because it was a freebie off the internet. Like I said, I printed it. And I don't remember exactly whose it was or where it came from, but it is hand stitching. It's embroidery, it's hand stitching. It's called so many things. Oh, that's awesome, Violet. I use a tablecloth for a lot of my things, and it's the cheapest way to go when you're looking for a good piece of thin cotton to stitch through. It's a lot easier than um, having to go out and buy when the not that I'm saying don't, but when you're buying fabric, it costs so much more. And, some of us just can't do that added extra cost because it's just too much. So it's best to pick and choose where you're getting your materials, and getting a big piece like that. The other thing is when you're out and you're doing your thrifting and stuff like that, um, take and look for duvet covers because they're usually cotton. They're a good thing that you can cut up and you get a lot of material. And they're also covers are also great for backing your quilts, which I will also be doing and taking videos of because I'll be doing that upstairs. So I'll be having a video of a quilt that I'm going to be quilting on the sewing machine so I can finish it. And that's my hexagon quilt. I will be finishing that up. Oh, that's a great idea, Violet. Yeah, stitch books are a big thing right now. I decided this year I'm going to stitch the things that I like to stitch and on whatever, and then I can add them to stuff or, anything like that. Okay, Marty, no worries. So that's pretty much where I am with a lot of that stuff. I think I'm just gonna go scooch through. You can see I stitched that differently. It looks different than the back. That's all right. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna come back up through my stitches on the back so I can work on this part. You fell in love with the stitch books? Yes. I'm just going to do simple things this year that don't require a mandatory finishing. She does, Marty. She does. If you follow her on Instagram or Facebook, she posts a lot of her. I don't know how Kathy catches and does and keeps up with everything. I. It's just amazing how much she gets done. And me, it's like, okay, I can see this black. It's supposed to be a permanent ink. I should have just used a Bic pen to do this, but I wanted you to be able to see it. The black ink is coming off on my hands. Kathy, yes, you. Kathy does amazing stitching. She is so caught up with everybody in all of the things that she was doing. You too, Gail. Take care. Oh yeah, there's going to be no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing this year. It's to whatever I feel like doing. There's no no structure. I felt like stitching today, so that's what I'm doing. And I thought this was perfect uh, because nothing does warm the heart like an old friend. And I thought, yeah, well, as soon as I run out of this color, I'm going to switch over to um, the rust and work on the heart. Could do a heart over here as well. Was watching, mm, oh, what is her Instagram? I'm trying to think. When I think of it, I'll link it below. But she does a lot of hand stitching, and it's just little things and fun things, and that's what I want to get back to. Just simple stuff that you can pick and choose whether you want to do something simple to finish. I don't want to have something huge. This is huge by any means because I know darn well I'm not going to be able to finish it today, but I wanted to give you the idea of what I'm working on and having fun doing. So this one is almost done. I don't think I'm going to have enough to finish the eye. Yeah, me too. It's a nice teal color. It's Coats and Clark's color 6187, and it's really a teal color. It looks a lot better now that I adjusted the color, the white balance. Yeah. Yes, I know. Finish it one day. Um, Marty, actually, the square I'm sending you is one that was the little house I was working on. That I finished the house, and I finished some of the stitching of all of um, the foliage, and it's all French knots. So that will be coming your way. That's your square. A lot of different styles went out in that swamp. So this is working out perfectly. I'm going to have enough to finish the eye. And this was an X, so that's exactly what I'm going to do up here. I'm just going to put an X or a star style. Just for some fun. Add a little more, make it a little bigger. Why not? It's not perfect. I don't claim any of my stuff is perfect. It's perfectly imperfect. And just remember that. All your work can be perfectly imperfect. As long as you're happy with it, that's what matters the most. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks or how you do it. You do it your way. You do you. Ow, I just stuck myself. It's not this. All right. You can see it's a messy back, which is fine because if you want to, you can stitch this down to, yeah, it does look very different. You can stitch this onto another piece of fabric or another piece of felt, which will stiffen it up even more. But I chose to use felt today because I didn't want to have to struggle with anything that I had painted, or I didn't want a multicolor background. I just wanted something simple and and to yes, all the way to the nubbins. There's nothing left. That's all that's left. Just a tiny little bit. So let's get the rust out. I really liked this color when I seen it. There's some strands, but this is a DMC 347, and it's very shiny and silky feeling, and I think that's going to stand out very nice against that. And then when I do the heart, the friend, and the mushrooms, it is, but I don't have any wool felt. It's something on my wish list is to yeah, this is just craft felt. Um, what I did was you could actually see through this felt because it is thin. You can actually see through it, and I traced it onto with a marker. I used the Unipin, but the best thing to use is a Bic pen because it doesn't smudge, it doesn't come off, it doesn't get all over everything. And I should have used that, but I wanted you to be able to see. Marty. Yeah, wool felt is so much nicer, but it is more expensive. This is a regular craft felt. This is nothing special. But because I will probably line the back of this, and then I'm going to fold up the back afterwards and turn it into a pocket like so. Yeah, that's what this is. This is the inexpensive craft felt. All right, so let's pull out some fresh thread, cut it off. I don't know what happened to my other blues that I had here. Probably fell on the floor as I was stitching. Oh, oh, there it is. So I can continue pulling out of those. And again, I take and I will pull out my strands one by one. Because even when you do this, if you have another color, you can put the two strands together, and then it gives you like shadows and highlights as you're stitching. Now, I think what I'm going to do for heart and friend, I think I'm going to do you typed Uniball Signo and it came out unchallenged. Oh, that's funny. Oh my God. So there's the needle somewhere around here. Usually I have my wool mat down so I can stick my needle in, but it's over there somewhere. And I'm not going over that direction. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to do the chain stitch. That's a very simple stitch. A lot of people use that. So, and the other thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave the knot on the top. I'm not going to put the knot on the back like I did in the other one. I'm going to leave the knot on the top just so it gives it a different look. It'll have a little piece just hanging. And I don't want it to hang that far, but I do want it to stick out. So let's cut it in half. So that way it has some texture to it. So what I'm going to do is give this a little stitch to start my back chain. So I will do my first stitch, and then I will come up past, because I want these to be small but not too small. So I'm just coming up past where my it's you do whatever you want to do. But yes, I'm leaving it starting on the front. I'm leaving my knot. So I'm coming up past my first little stitch, which then snugs that down. And now to do this stitch, the chain that I'm doing, I'm just going to slide my thread in underneath that stitch and pull it through. And then I'm going to go down next to my where I came out of and take another bite of material, pull it, and I've got my first chain. Now, to make the second chain, I'm going to slide that thread in underneath those two threads without catching them and do the same thing and just continue on. And I find this is so easy, and it's easier to do if you go backwards on felt. So pull through and continue on. Take another bite of your material. And it's so easy. And I love the look of this one because it doesn't seem to pull as tight as doing it the other way. And it stays more open. This one I'm going to take right to the end. So it'll be a bit bigger. But I really love the look of this stitch. And the reason I'm going backwards is because when I tried to go forward, it was catching on the fibers of the felt. So then I will go down, and this one will be longer. I probably could have got 2 there, but that's all right. It's H. But you can actually see how nice these chains actually stand out. Devin, once you get into your stitching, just think of all the papers you can hand stitch on. My mom used to hand stitch on envelopes, and I've done that a couple times over the years. And I love stitching on paper. That's why I said this can be anything, and it all of those um yeah, they do look like little hearts. All of those jelly printed papers you've done, you can put your designs and you can stitch on those, and it will look beautiful. It would look beautiful. So here I'm doing another little stitch. I'm going up past, and then I'm going to go under that stitch again. To create my first chain. And it's just so easy. I should be using a thinner needle because it's having a little issue. Hey, Jackie, nice to see you. It's nice to see everybody this morning. I really appreciate you all being here. So I do have a Facebook group, and it's called My Quiet Corner. So those of you that are friends with me on Facebook, you can find it. Um, I will be doing some different things there as well as here. But I really am enjoying the variety of things that I can do and just taking the time to create and share it with you. Like I said, I'm not, everything I'll be doing will be random. Aw, thank you, View. Yes, View shares out everybody. I do share out, but then afterwards I do archive things, and I post my videos on my community post. So if you are on YouTube and want to share your things with everybody, please feel free to share on my community tab post, because I love seeing everything you do. And if you're not um, on Facebook or in my group, that is a great way to share with everybody and show what you're doing. Hello, Michael. Nice to see you. Michael does a lot of premieres on his, and he has wildlife, which is really amazing to see. Dan, he does scrapping and different things in his animals, and so you know, check them out. You might enjoy seeing the different things that other people are doing as well. It breaks up the art part, and it's relaxing. Yes, I have done cruel work. Um, I've done a lot of different things. I've done some cruel work on my scrolls. After I finish this H, I will show you. So there we are. We've finished the H in a chain stitch, and I think that really makes it stand out against the other stitching, whereas this is just a line, and this makes it a lot bolder. So you can see, that these are important words. So that's what I'm putting on there. And I will draw my mushrooms over there after I get my, oh, can't remember which scroll it's on, but I do have my scrolls here because I just rolled them up. I just rolled them up. And I don't think it's this one. This is my very first scroll. And I started a scroll last year, but my heart wasn't into it. Oh, thanks for sharing everybody's links. I appreciate that. You just got back from giving plasma? Well, make sure you rest and eat up. Okay, Violet. Hugs and prayers for your brother and you, and hopefully you get to come home and art soon. So take care. But I do a lot of different types, and this is what I want to get back to. When I did this scroll, I shared it, but I didn't do it all online. I did it and then showed what I was doing. And this is the passion that I'm missing, because I did this years ago, 2021, and it has a lot of different things. As I was going through the book, and I'd say, oh my gosh, I want to do that. I want to do that. So I would sit and I would design it up, and I would just enjoy my process. Whereas when I was doing them online, they seemed so rushed, and my my heart just I just couldn't get into doing the detail that I love to do. And then I got sick. And everybody has seen this. And then I created a hexagon quilt, which is the quilt I will be um, stitching on. There's my crewel work. And Hazel Bloomcamp. This was inspired by one of her books, and I got husky fluff all over the place. So, yeah. So check out all these links that Marty's putting in because all of these people, they stream, they do wonderful work, um, they support everybody. So please do just, take the time and show the love and spread the support around. But I want to get back to doing what I call soul work, uh, coming from the heart, patience, the time, enjoying. And I've done sashiko, I did null binding, and then, this is, it has so much into it. Exactly, Belinda. And that's what happened when I was trying to force it, and forcing it I just didn't get um, the time to enjoy the process of what I was doing. And this one I did with online, and you'll see a lot of the things changed. Like I started out really well, and then I was teaching how to do and get the texture in your um, scrolls, and then things just slowed down. These are friends, and I call this my fibs scroll because I have a lot of things that were sent to me, and I put it on here. But I did put in some of my memories that I did off stream. Yes, Yolande, exactly. Starting something on stream and working on it off stream, fine. Um, the off time is when I find I'm more inspired and wanting to do for me. So that's what you need to do. You need to do what makes you happy. You can't just do with what everybody else is doing. That's probably why I don't have 1 million subscribers, is because I do for me. I don't do for everybody else. It's like, well, this is what I want to do, so this is where it's going, and that's what I'm doing this year. This year is doing for me. So I'm just going to take it a day at a time. If I get subscribers, I'm happy. I'm almost um, to 1,000 subscribers, and I like reaching my goals, um, and sharing and being to that point where maybe I can supplement my income a little. That would be great, but I still want my art to be my art. I don't want to have to do and follow. So that's what's happening this year. This year is definitely a me year. And these are from Deb Farrell. Deb sent me a whole bunch of nice little things, and I put them on the scroll. So this is definitely my fib scroll. Um, and there's a bee. I didn't even get my bee finished. Hey, Carol, nice to see you. So that's what I've done. I've done a little bit of weaving stuff, and yes, trust your path. Do what makes you happy. And that's most important right now in many ways. Do what makes you happy. So this is Deb's garden. I called it Deb's garden because Deb Farrell sent me a lot of these. This is from Kimberly 557. She sent me some old rickrack. This is in 2022. So these are old scrolls and a button, and I really loved the button because it had a bear. So I put a lot of the Fibs things in here. This is Aunt Beck's Creations, this one. And this is Allie Cousins from the UK. She sent me something. This is a bee I carved. And you can see what happens. It just gets to the point of I just there, and that's it. In September, Becky did Aunt Beck's Creations did owls, and I did my own version and put it on the scroll. This was a tough time. Our Luna Moon uh, crossed the Rainbow Bridge on 2022, which was really sad. And then I had a burst of do it offline. And November was this is what I did offline. So I ended up doing a Christmas scene, which I painted on my fabric, stitched on it, collaged on it, painted everything. I did everything, embellished it in different ways. So, and that's what happens when you take the time for doing you. No, no. Loca is my husky that we have now. Luna was I think she was husky wolf. Um but she had some health issues, so and here we are. This was the end, and December just that was it. And I did my bob and lace and scribbling off names and oh yes, Loca is the one that says I want to go out when she wants to go to the bathroom. She's actually sleeping on the bed. So those are what I did in the past. So take the time, be you, do what makes you happy. I've joined a couple of classes and things. I like doing classes, but I also like doing my own thing. so so let's go to the E. We make the first little stitch, go out past, take another bite, and it comes back around to go under that stitch to make your first little chain. Yes, Loca is 5 years old now. Luna, who crossed the Rainbow Bridge, was I think she was 12 at the time. I don't know. I have to look back at that date again to see. But she was really sick. It was a very hard time. We have Loca and Tuzo here, and they love my daughter-in-law very, very much. She's been really good with taking over Loca and doing a lot of the training and teaching her, and because she's so high energy nowadays that Danny does most of what needs to be done with Loca. Loca just snuggles with me now. Yes, Loca. You see lots of pictures of Tuzo and Loca on my Facebook page. Most of my Facebook page, it has a little bit of family, but most of it is arty people. Most of it is arty people. So this is coming along nicely. I'm going to sneeze. All right, I think I got that out of me now. Yes, Danny is awesome. She has really done a lot of a lot of things for me and for Luca. She's Danny is my daughter-in-law, and she's a photographer, and she does photography and tour guide. And her and my son have 10 Peaks Designs, which I've shown you many, many times. Their stuff that they do with their woodworking, and I help them with that. So it does get busy around Christmas time, and that's when you'll find my lives are not as often because usually I'm out in the shop. Yeah, I try to mute. I try to mute. I hope I caught it in time. So, yeah, since I've been in Alberta, it's been quite the change, quite the fun. Always an adventure happening. Danny and her mom and I go on quite a bit adventures. We go to the mountains quite a bit, and we went to see the ice bubbles, which I posted pictures. I always post pictures of my adventures on my Facebook group. Sometimes I post them on my community tab, but I don't know if people are interested or not in that stuff. So I don't post a whole lot of them. I hope you're all having a good time today and enjoying the change of stitching. I need to catch a tissue though. The allergies. I've been waiting for the. I've been waiting for the allergy meds to kick in. Oh, that would be great. That would be great. I would love that. But I don't have a car yet. So I do have to rely on the kids to take me to different places. So, but I'm hoping in the next year or so I will be able to have my car and do a couple of road trips because I would like to get to see Kim because she doesn't live that far. So I could drive there. Oh, Yolande, that's quite a ways for you to drive, but that would be fun. Yes, I know, Marty. I am getting my passport this year as well. So I am hoping things will be okay because my daughter lives in the States. So I would really, really love to go down and spend some time down there because she's on the East Coast and get to see everybody. A road trip to England. Dan, if I could, I would. I'd have to have my daughter-in-law come along or somebody to watch the pups. That would be fun. I definitely would love to go to England, not only to be able to see you guys, but to also see Janet Nash is over there. I would love to see and visit with her as well there because she's always showing me the mailboxes that she does. So I think that's going to be really, really nice. You can see what it's going to look like with the different types of stitches that makes them stand out. All right, so This one has a bunny. I don't think I want to do a bunny, but I do think I want to find my line. And whoops, almost knocked over my tea. Let's see here. There it is. That looks good. Kinda. That'll work. Now, be smart. Be smart. Use a pen. Let's see if it rates. It still has the gook on the end of the pen. Come on now. Ugh, they never want to come off, those little plastic nibs. I don't have a nail on that thumb. It keeps cracking on me. So I just want to put a little dot here and here. So I know where my fold line is going to go. Oh, that's good, Michael. It's good to see you eating a sandwich. Janet sends her videos to trolleys. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. So I want to take, now that I have that pen out, get the rest of them. Whatever they put on the end of these pens is like, ugh. Then you get ink all over your fingers. So my fold is going to be there. So I want my mushrooms to equal up. And I know the bunny comes down to the line, but I'm thinking those little no way, Dan. Seriously, you'll have to join the group and show us what you're doing because I do know you are an artist as well. Stick to the bigger tools. Dan, they do make bigger needles. They do make bigger needles if that's the case. And so I need to put a bigger needle in your envelope, Dan. All right, let's pull this book out because these are the mushrooms I want to put on there. That's what they're going to look like. Now you can use Inktense pencils, and I may do that. I may add a little bit of coloring in there and then just use my thread as texture to enhance the mushrooms. We're going to have wild mushrooms. All right. Let's draw these puppies and then we can figure out what we're going to use on that. So I'm going for it. I'm not even going to use a pattern. I'm just going to put it out there. So let's get the stupid wax off the end of the pen so it writes. Look at this. It doesn't even... can't even write with the pen. There we are. All right. I want to have 3 little mushrooms. So we're just going to go for it. Let's bring the book on the lap. I don't have a big enough desk. Put the book on the lap. And I'm not going to do it very dark because I want it to come around. And you can see that. Yeah, I have. But I've also heard that those pens can come back. And I look at it this way. My thread is covering. And I figured it adds character. So I'm leaving the lines. I'm leaving the lines. So you were repairing a beating cord. Oh, cool. I actually have been watching somebody else online, and they've been creating some bracelets. It got me thinking it's been a long time. The last time I've made a bracelet, my daughter was probably 3, and she's like, um, late 40s now? That was a long time ago, very long time ago. Alright, so I've got my main mushroom, which is fine, and I think I'm gonna make the other 2 smaller. It doesn't show them this way, but this is what I'm doing. I'm creating my own little mushroom world and have it come out around. And sorry I'm sniffy. And I'm going to come up this way. And these are just guidelines. Hi, Keeks. Nice to see you. Yeah, that's right. They do come back in a cold. So if it gets cold, your lines are going to show through. But then you can make them go away again, but it's just, it's I don't know. To me, this is you're going to stitch over it. Just do a light line or use a pencil, a chalk pencil. That works as well too. I'm using this so you can see, but it works. I'm going to do another little one over here. And there. And now there's uh, vines that go. So I think that would be perfect right there. And those are a fly stitch. She has it down as a fly stitch. Thanks for sharing everybody's links. I appreciate that. Everybody needs to follow everybody. Enjoy the fun and find something new to see and enjoy that. So now, and then I'll have this open area up here. And I'm not sure what I want to put up there. I don't know. Yeah, see, these are the stitches that she puts in her book. Very simple. And the other ones, the fly stitch, the outline stitch, split stitch. See how that split stitch comes up? All kinds of, and that's all that's in that book. And she has it that it's perforated, that you can pull that out and put that into, all right, I will do that, Dan. Thanks. You know what? I think what I want to put up here, we've got this bunny, but it's more like for Easter. So if you really wanted to do that, you could. But I will scan this. This book is Tilly Rose's new book, Woodland Walks. It's a beautiful book. It's a really beautiful book. All her books are beautiful. I have every single one of her books. She has 5 out. I don't miss a one. Oh, nice. Pancakes. But Tilly Rose, she is an amazing artist. Thread artist, I should say. But she does lives on Facebook with her. Hi, Teresa. I hope you're feeling all right. Teresa just had some surgery done, so I hope she's feeling better. Sending healing hugs for you. But she is an amazing artist. I love her books. I love her books a lot. But I think what I'm going to do up here is do a rustic heart and maybe stuff it and stuff it from the back. Maybe I will applique heart and have patches on it. Because nothing warms the heart like an old friend. Let's do 3. We'll do one up here too. So what I will do is I will probably stitch fabric to the back when I'm stitching the outline. I'll put the fabric on the back, and then I will cut open the back of here and the fabric that's on the back of it and stuff it so this puffs up. I think that would look nice. You sleepy now, Michael, after giving some plasma? I bet it does make you tired. I bet it does make you tired. So Michael does a lot of premieres, and I think he does twice a day. Lots of great videos to check out and see, nature videos, traffic videos, all kinds of stuff. It's a variety. So this is where I am. And what I will do is I will post this in my Facebook group and it's not selling or anything, so don't sell it. It's just for your own personal use. You could probably, I don't know where it was from, pinimage.com. I couldn't even tell you where that is. Anyway, I will post that in there for you to print off. I'll scan it later. But this is where I am. And I think I am going to leave this as is at this point. It gives you a starting point if you would like to do something like this and just have some fun. And I think I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. And I really do appreciate you being here. An hour and a half is a long time. And I'm sure there are multiple other people on, and you have other places to go and things to do. So thank you so much for sharing your morning with me. I appreciate it so much. And please do check out all the links that have been posted. It's really really a wonderful thing that you can do. Oh, it's all right, Teresa. I've been here for an hour and a half, and I'm sure everybody needs to have something to do. So, with that being said, thank you so much. From my quiet corner to yours, have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.